A West Fargo woman is reuniting with her biological father after 28 years. Leah Dalton was born in South Korea and adopted by a family in Breckenridge, Minnesota. Dalton says this reconnection would not have been possible without technology and hope. She shares her story with Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop in an interview that you'll only see here.
When we hugged, I definitely didn't want to let go. It just felt like a long time.
It's been a long road for Leah Dalton to hug her biological father, stepmother, and half-brother. They're from Incheon, South Korea. She was adopted at 18 months and grew up in America after her father gave her up so she could have a better life.
I mean, I think I've always had a little bit of a desire to connect, but I never really did anything about it.
She learned months ago that her biological father, Jung Sung Kwon, has been looking to reconnect with her and wrote a letter to the adoption group in Minnesota 2 years ago.
I felt very emotional because I thought, this poor man has been waiting for 2 years to hear from me, and I felt like, maybe he doesn't think that I care or wanted to get in contact.
Leah reached out to her father, but it wasn't that simple. The South Korea adoption agency would not give her father's contact information. She eventually used Facebook to track him down.
He had added me as a friend, and then they have a 10 key. We also have a 10 key.
The next challenge was the language barrier.
I said it's a little bit of charades, but most of the time it's using our applications on our phone. Do you drive?
She speaks no Korean and he speaks no English.
Is driving the same?
They use translation apps on their cell phones to speak to one another. We asked Leah's father why he decided to reach out.
I was
curious.
I always want to live healthy and happy, so I look up.
Yes.
So curious on
Yes.
how you were doing.
Yes, wanting to make sure that I was happy and healthy, and so he reached out.
Leah's father met her adoptive parents at the airport with an exchange of gratefulness.
Thank you.
This gives her a piece of her puzzle.
Leah says adopted children should not give up hope if they're on a similar journey.
Her and I find a new family.
And use the tools in front of you.
I think the power of the internet is amazing because I feel like for me that was a huge part of it.
Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
Leah plans to show her family where she grew up, her current job, and Lakes Country this week. And eventually, she plans to visit South Korea one day in the future.